the 136th edition of the third oldest cup competition in the world. From the heat of July through our wet and cold Welsh winter to sunny May, the Welsh Cup is a journey across our nation. July in Ceredigion, the old and the new. Chirk AAA, an historic Cymru team, 5-time winners of the Welsh Cup, although their last final was 1894, taking on the Milkmen of Felinfach.
It's a very community-driven club, so we were established 44 years ago in 1980, so we're not that historic in terms of having that pedigree behind us.
The Milkman nickname came because of the Milk Marketing Board factory here based in Felinfach, and a lot of people who work there helped to set up the club.
We want to go higher within the Welsh leagues, so this is a nice first step, playing against a team as good and as historic as Chirk AAA. It's just a great experience.
It is a dome-style pitch, and a lot of teams when they come here they are a bit shocked.
Probably the Chirk boys when they turned up had a bit of a shock seeing such a Teletubby hump.
Where we can't even see the legs from the other side of the pitch of the players. Or the linesman has a big difficulty when he comes here.
That's my message to the boys. This is a privilege. You're the first team that can ever do this in Felinfach history, so go out there, have some fun, enjoy it, but also enjoy it by being as best as you can be. We said before the game it was a bit of a free hit. No one expected us to really compete or even win that game, but coming off the pitch, a lot of glum faces, a lot of disappointing faces in that changing room.
Fully credit, they had us rattled. At half-time, I told the lads fully what they needed to do.
Just frustrating that we didn't really pull it through. Yeah.
Fully credit for them back. I hope they have a great season. Made it a proper cup tie on the pitch as well, the dome pitch. So, well done to them. Congratulations.
The Battle of Cwmaman took us to the Yaman Valley, the famous old coal mining town, the home of the Stereophonics. Kelly and the boys have never forgotten their roots and have donated thousands of pounds to the football club over the years. From RTC to the hotbed of football on Ynys Mon, a near 70,000 population has around 18 competitive football teams. Less than 4 miles separate Garwen and Llangefni town, the pride of Ynys Mon at stake.
If you just kind of work your way around the area, every 5 minutes there's a Grassroots football club. Vast amount of junior football on the island, flourishing ladies section on the island as well. So overall, football is a massive part of this community.
Genuinely, I've been involved with a fair few clubs in my time in football management, and this one is very, very special. The feel you get from everybody, there's a love, there's a passion about it, there's a pride to play here. Yes, we're in the lowest tier, but we don't deserve to be in the lowest tier. That's the aim, get out of there.
The club's great. I've been here for 11 years now. There's massive passion in the club. It's been at the top of the Welsh Prem. We've been a good side for years, and it's our local community. Everyone pulls together, so it's a great club to be involved with.
Round 2, enter the Cymru Premier sides. But the Welsh Cup is known for its shocks. Fair to say, round 2 was absolute carnage for the big guns. Caernarfon had a penalty disaster live on Sgorio. Aberystwyth dumped out by Ammanford.
Ergen a gol! Agoriadol I Callum Thomas o Rydaman.
Newtown suffered. Haverfordwest just about survived.
Gwiro, gefn yr wyth gan Dylan Rhys, ond mae o'n cam sefyll. Newport yn meddwl eu bod nhw wedi mynd ar y blaen drwy'r capten Dylan Rhys, ond mae'n rhaid fod o wedi mynd chydig yn gynnar. Dan Hawkins yn camu fyny, Dan Hawkins yn rhwydo, a Hwlffordd sydd drwyddo I drydydd rownd Cwpan Cymru. Brwydr dda rhyngddyn nhw.
And in an all-Cymru Premier match, Penybont fell to Cardiff Met. After all that, let's take a breath and meet a forward-thinking team from South East Cymru, Rogerstone AFC from the Gwent Premier Division.
It's an amazing experience. The club has never been this far. We normally get knocked out in the first 1 or 2 rounds. We started way back in July in the middle of our pre-season, playing the qualifying game. This is our 5th game now, and we've played 4 away from home. We're on a terrific run at the moment. We've only lost 1 game in the last 25. And if that had been over a whole season rather than half of last season, half of this season, we'd already achieving our goal, because our big goal is to get out of this league and get into the South East.
We knew that if the team was to get into the Welsh League, that our old ground that we loved just wasn't fit for purpose. So we decided we needed a new home. We then came across what was a disused rugby ground, and that's where the journey began.
It was completely unfit for use, and everything we've done has just been the essentials to make sure we can play up here. So, you know, we had to have a pitch, we had to have change rooms, and it all came together. It's brilliant for us. It's nice to have a home in sort of one facility.
Come on, boys!
Didn't go to plan. We didn't stick to our game plan either, but history makers anyway, regardless of the result. So it is what it is. Conceded 10, but we go again. Oh, it was 8, was it? They're a good side though. Fair play to them.
Denby Town entered the last 16 of the Welsh Cup looking to make history and reach the quarterfinals for the first time. They're a club on the up, on the field and off it. There are major renovations happening ahead of being one of the host venues for the Under-19s Euro Championships in 2026.
There's a ridiculous amount of work going on at the football club at the moment. We've got a fantastic new community facility that we're building at the moment. A lot of that's come through grant funding from various sources. We demolished the old changing rooms and we're building this brand new facility. So that's been a brilliant project to be involved with. We've also got loads of stuff going on elsewhere around the ground. We've got the gantry, the pitch, a couple of new stands as well that are being put into the ground to take the capacity up so that we can work towards not just the European Championships in 2026 but also the Tier 1 licensing as well, which is vital for us to progress the club forward.
The work that's going on behind the scenes is putting the club ready to go up and challenge for the Welsh Prem, and I think I've gone with the mentality of if we can get a young team and keep them together for a couple of years and get the best possible talent from around this area, I think we can go and compete for things, not necessarily this season, possibly not next, but 2 or 3 years we'll have a really strong team.
There were more casualties from the Cymru Premier in round 4. Haverfordwest were beaten by Llanelli.
Ethan Can ar ras tuag at gol. Ethan Can, un yn erbyn Zach Jones. Ac yn rhwydd o ail. Llanelli. Datliadau mawr i'r cochion.
And Quay did for Bala.
Mathyriad Pete wedi cael ei gasglu gan Ceira July a nawr mae yna erfe o le o flaen Charlie Lewis yn ergyd! A mae mewn oddi ar y postyn!
And so the Cardiff-based Cymru South team got to meet the defending champions in the quarterfinals.
For me personally, obviously being from Cairo, being able to represent the club in this cup now at this stage against this opponent is quite a proud moment for me. Seeing how far the boys have come as well in this cup, the experience we've shown and the character we've shown to get to this stage, we're very well coached. The coaching staff have done a great job, sort of, with these, especially with these cup games as well, preparing for these and setting us up in the right way to go and succeed.
Despite playing on a pitch that looked like something out of a 1970s cup match, it wasn't to be for Cairo, even though they were cheered on by the likes of Craig Bellamy and local boy Jason Mohammed.
I always respect the opponents, and we've watched them numerous times. I have full respect, and they're a very good team. I do feel the pitch lets them down, because I think if they had an astroturf pitch, it would be a different game. The way they pass the ball, they move, they have patterns of play. They're a very good side.
Really proud of the effort in players today. I think they've done the community proud, themselves proud. And I think if anybody that came who hasn't seen us before, they wouldn't say they're the Welsh Prem team and we're not. Because for large parts of that game, we played some really good football and caused them lots of problems. Yes, we didn't get a result, but I think once the dust settles on this and we reflect on it, it's been a really positive campaign for us. We've got a lot of young players. We've got an average age of 21. They've got a lot of growth in the game, and sometimes whilst these occasions hurt in the moment, it's about using that as growth. And also they've got to take confidence from these situations, because that's something where, as a club, we want to be working towards.
And so we reach the final 4, and it's Cymru Premier against Cymru South. Llanelli and Cambrian United look to cause a shock in Aber and stop a repeat of a TNS against Nomads final.
Thanks to the Nomad supporters, brilliant showing again today. Hopefully see you all down at Newport on the 4th of May for the final.
Historic competition, and unfortunately didn't win that this last year, so looking to do one better this year.
We've had some good attendances this year, so it'd be brilliant to get a good crowd down to Newport at Rodney Parade.
So looking for revenge, yeah.
Connor Roberts is a Cymru Premier legend. He decided, due to personal reasons, he'd finish his professional playing career at the end of the season. A fantastic career as well, winning everything with the New Saints and playing for Fulham and Everton on the way. He was also a Cymru C and Cymru Under-21s international. Not only finishing with a chance of cup glory, but also a surprise international call-up to Craig Bellamy's squad.
I read an article from him that he was retiring. I felt he spoke really well in the article. I've liked him from afar, of course, as well. You can see his presence, and even watching TNS in Europe as well this year. If he's going to retire, I believe he deserves this opportunity. He's given a lot of service to Welsh football and a positive impact as well. The help of someone who's had a different pathway to a lot of the players. Especially our senior players, but even young players as well. What the messages he's been able to give them and the voice and the words of advice he's been able to give them as well has been really powerful. I couldn't be any happier with him, I have to be honest.
And so all roads lead to Rodney Parade, a repeat of the final 12 months previously, Again, TNS with the chance to create history with a first domestic treble in 9 years.
We set out each season, tried domestically to win all 3 competitions. Previously, we've had 2 squads in the last 15 years, and with myself managing, we've done it twice. And it's a great opportunity. We had the opportunity last year to do it. Obviously, Quay beat Quay this time last year at the same venue. We were bitterly disappointed to finish the season with a 2-1 defeat here. So it's something that stuck with me. As much as we've had, obviously, a fantastic European campaign, it's really important for the boys and for the players to put themselves in history that it is the best TNS team and squad that there's been. And I don't think anyone could argue with that if we win the game today with a domestic treble and the success we've had in Europe.
I think it's been probably the most common question this week, really. This was the game last year, Nomads TNS. Over the years, there's been 1 or 2 of us within the finals, we're up there competing. There've been 2 really competitive teams in Wales the last few years. But yeah, as I said to a few, it's a completely different year. It's a completely different group of players with both teams. We know what qualities we've got within the group. We know what we can with the game plan and what we're going to look to put into play, as will they. And it'll be a very competitive game, and we hope we can come on top.
The season. We've obviously had a fantastic season, obviously being the first team to get in Europe this year and then to win all 3 domestic clubs. And I think it was just the way we started the season. Obviously everyone was firstly focused on Europe, even though we had a few bad results in the league, but we're still obviously pushing for the league. But obviously we will get a couple of weeks off now and we'll be back at the end of May again, so we don't really get much off. And hopefully we can push on, get in another group stage and hopefully can maybe get a few more results.
Your 2025 JD Welsh Cup winners. Congratulations from Caernarfon.
So, TNS, arguably the greatest domestic side that we've seen since the formation of the Cymru Leagues in 1992. The team to beat once again. But that won't stop every club in our nation dreaming of glory when the next instalment of the world's 3rd oldest cup competition starts all over again.